Hey guys, Omni here. We are back for episode 7, the penultimate episode of our first season of the Rings of Power. The last episode was intense. We had a battle almost from beginning to end, focused on one location for the most part, aside from cutting back to the Númenóreans as they're on their way to the battlefield. But it ended with the birth of Mount Doom. And everything that Galadriel is trying to prevent seems to be coming to fruition, like Gil-Galad said. Which is another reason why I think either one of two things, having pondered on it for a little while, I still think there's a possibility that Halbrand ends up being Sauron, or he could end up being the Witch King. So I don't know. Could go either way. He just had a very strong animosity to this one dark elf who claims to have been the one to strike down Sauron. And he's unrecognizable, and we know Sauron's a shapeshifter, so who knows? Who knows? We're going to go ahead and hop in, guys, so if you want to see the full-length reaction to this, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, it gets you access as well. It is in watch-along format, so you can just see your own footage with the time code, some of our reaction to the entire episode. We got the same thing for all the other shows we cover here on the channel. You also get to put forward suggestions and vote on what movies we react to each month. We got monthly Q&As, behind-the-scenes footage. Our trying to make it worth your while, so you are going out of your way to support the channel. But of course, I know never can do that. And a simple way you can help us out is just by liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing these videos, because engagement goes a long way with helping the channel grow here on YouTube. If you're new, if you're tuning in for the first time, I really hope if you enjoy the reaction, you'll stick around, hit that subscribe button. I'd really love to have you. We got plenty of stuff coming your way. With that all said and down the way, guys, let's hop into the penultimate episode. Here we go. Oh my God. Well, Galadriel's alive. Man, I really want like a replica of their swords, man. My DM has like a replica of Aragorn's, and it's beautiful, man. I needs it. Damn, dude, it set fire to everything. Oh my God! Dude, who could have? I was saying like maybe some of the elves and Númenóreans maybe survived this, but there's no way the villagers did. It's that magic, that light, that longevity, and I think that gave them a little extra fire resistance. Or it just could have been luck. Damn, man. That beautiful landscape they lived in, barren to the bone, Mordor is born. Theo's alive.
Are you hurt? No. Stay with me. Come.
Dude, Bronwyn, though, I'd be shocked if she survived. Not because of plot armor, but otherwise, like, she was already barely hanging on to begin with. Oh. Oh. We know he's fine. It's okay. It's okay. Oh. Debris from the mountain hit the caravan, maybe?
I see. I'll ask him then.
Sadoc!
Have to wait a little bit.
I wonder how much longer we're gonna have to wait to figure out who or what he is.
What's he muttering?
Like Basically, little words, so the tree will understand.
Sadoc trees don't talk.
Some do.
Some do. Is it?
He's fixing it. Just like Sadoc.
Get back. Now that's not his fault.
You're right. You're right. I'm right. I said.
Everything's coming together. We're catching up with everybody.
I never made a promise I didn't.
Well, that could be argued.
That is why I stand before you now alone. For you to save my people. Please, noble king.
I will speak to my son now.
I love Elrond, man.
No, I detest it when you heap slag on my mother.
Hey, well, in your mother's case, she actually does have lice in it. I'm joking. I'm joking.
God, I love these people, man. Durin, Disa, Elrond. It's always a delight. It's not failed once for me.
Gil-Galad must be informed, and soon he will no longer be a king, for there will no longer be a Lindon.
So this is goodbye then.
We do not say goodbye. We say no more.
Marie.
It is making it recede. Oh! Well, they have to do it now. Jesus fucking. Oh my God. Look at it. Oh, man.
What are you so bothered about? It isn't your fault.
Yes, it is.
To be fair, this part of the plan would have happened with or without Galadriel. More would be dead if she didn't show up for this bit. But what is to come, that's a different story.
Where is my son?
He's fine. He's okay.
They're dead, aren't they?
Just laying down a little bit.
Arondir, my friends.
Yeah, we haven't seen Arondir. Or Bronwyn yet. Again, I doubt they're dead.
How much further until we're clear of this smoke? How long have we been clear of it?
Nearly a mile.
Is her vision fucked up? What, or...
Do you?
Only grey. Keep walking.
Damn.
Melinda, please, keep walking.
Oh, is it sprouting? Huh.
We have little choice but to trust to their designs and surrender our own.
My home is gone. Where's the design in that?
I cannot yet see it.
Man, this was a really good scene. Panning down into this just gave me like flashback PTSD to Dark Souls. I forget the name of that area with all the poison and the scaffolding and shit, but God, that was where my mind immediately went.
You lost on purpose.
My aim was never to defeat you, but to gain your ear a while longer.
Elf lies.
Oh, yay. That's great. Look at that big meaty vein right there. Holy shit.
Just look at it. She's the elf.
Damn. What is that? A footprint of some kind, but I... Oh wait, no, did something just nab her? Or did she run? Oh no. Yeah, I knew they couldn't be too far off from the trail if they're tracking stranger. Okay, never mind, there she is.
He went that way. Go on now.
Oh. Ooh.
I'm a hair in her foot, and I'll brain the lot of you.
Damn.
You won't listen to any of us.
Gonna set him free, and he's gonna come back with him.
I left her in the sea where I found her.
Speak of the devil. Hell yeah. I knew they were dead. No.
The Queen Regent. Is she here?
Damn. I would like some Shabriri grapes.
A fault that is mine alone.
Our ships are waiting, my queen. Let us put this land behind our sail.
No sign of Halbrand, though.
Do not spend your pity on me, elf. Save it for our enemies, for they do not know what they have begun.
She's like, fuck these assholes.
Captain, we sail with the tide. Captain.
Oh, he just straight up left. Oh, or not. He's just like... It's alright, man. Wish I could just be like, just read the book. God, my neck is killing me right now.
We've left enough folk behind. We're not leaving him.
You girls aren't going anywhere. Not without me.
And me! And me! And I!
You might never come out alive. They might, if a trail finder were to go with them.
It would be grand if you weren't right all the time. I'll fetch provisions and get me stick. I'm coming with you.
Dude.
Doesn't matter anyway, we're all gonna die.
It seems fate has in store for us one more raft.
This is not over. I will not abandon these lands and condemn them to burn, nor will you.
Damn, I mean, I guess he's not. I don't know. Fuck. Oh, no. Oh, no. He might not be wrong. Might want to leave that down there.
That is the name of a place that no longer exists.
What shall we call it instead, Lord Father?
Mordor. Dude. Yeah, there it is. Mordor. Damn, man. That was a fucking good episode. That might be my favorite episode of the whole season. And it had every storyline in it going on at once. And I gotta say, like, the Theo and Galadriel stuff, I really enjoyed. The humbling of Galadriel and just kind of seeing the her living with what her ambition, her obsession has kind of led to, or at least in her eyes led to. Theo also kind of being in a similar place as her and seeing her kind of trying to prevent Theo from carrying on the life she's been leading this entire time. I liked seeing those two kind of come together and kind of bond on this little journey back to the encampment. Isildur is trapped in that building and seemingly left for dead. We all know he's not. But nobody else seems to know that. But they let his horse go, so he's gonna that'll give him a way to return probably next episode. The stranger again does something good. You know, we've seen him do things that damage the world around him. We've seen things where it's a little bit uncertain. Again, I think he's a precipice entity that can go either way, and these priests that are looking for him want to either corrupt or turn him or stuff him out. I don't know. I still don't think he's Sauron. I don't think that's it. But I do like that we have our Harfoot, even the Harfoot storyline. I actually enjoyed all of those moments in this episode. And I feel like other than the intrigue of the stranger has been some of the weakest bits for me. Like, I relate to Nori, and I sympathize with her, and she does get some emotion out of me. But overall, it's just kind of been like, not much is happening over here aside from what's going on with the stranger. But now we've intersected with these priests that are hunting him down. They've cast him off, and he's looking for those stars. And we've got a little garrison going after him. So, like, I'm excited to see how that goes, see where they go. Like, because they're branching off trail. So it's going to be pretty interesting, I think, to see where that goes from this point forward. A little speech from her father was also really endearing. Again, as always, the Elrond and Durin stuff was straight up gold, or mithril, if I should say. And just so good. Their bond, their chemistry is just some of the best in the show. The best in the show. There's no sum of the best in the show. I could watch scenes upon scenes with those two endlessly. Their struggle, their bond, their push to try to make this happen, their friendship, all these little things, the world building, the narration, the telling of old tales of the origin of the dwarves, like brought about by Durin's father. And then just the frustrations of Durin's father himself, you know, every bit of it was intriguing, and I get the frustration and the desperation there within and the heartbreak that came with all of it. But man, I mean, in the end, like, his father's not wrong. In the end, their kingdom falls. In the end, yeah, it doesn't pan out that great. But, you know, I can't fault Durin or Elrond or any of people by trying to hang on. Like, his father makes a point, but like at the same time, I don't care, and I'm rooting for Durin all the time. Him and Diza too. Again, every scene with those two is just so charming and endearing. They're so supportive. They're so loving. Their chemistry, like all the others, is so on point. Halbrand was MIA for most of the episode until the end. They found him wounded which again could be a play, but at this point I think I'm just being overly paranoid trying to find the Sauron. Where's Sauron instead of where's Waldo is kind of what I've been playing all season long so far, but like maybe it's none of these people, dude. Because I don't see the benefit in him going to the elves. I don't think he would have got wounded on purpose. But then again, 4D chest, 5D chest, you never know. I'm not saying no yet, but I'm just saying that I'm at my percentage of confidence has continued. It just keeps decreasing every episode we get with Halbrand around. The Queen losing her sight, and instead of faltering and wanting to leave or give up or let it go, like, I mean, Elendil, like, for obvious reasons, believes that he lost his son. So he's, like, very discouraged and dissuaded in this entire thing. The destruction of the Southlands, the loss of life on everybody's end. He definitely is not feeling the continuation of this charge, but, like, the Queen, man, she's like, fuck these assholes. They fucked with the wrong person. Going to go back, or so she says, to rally Numenor. We're going to call the banners. We'll be back. And it'll be crazy. Galadriel has been humbled. She's kind of seen exactly what everybody else has been seeing in her mission after all of this. The destruction that it kind of inadvertently led to. And I think she's going back with some wisdom. We got her backstory a little bit. We got the mention of Celebrimbor, her brother, all of that in the first wave of this war. And just some great little scenes across the board, man. I don't know if I'm missing anything. I think I touched on everybody. I think Bronwyn and Arondir, I know they've gotten a lot of focus this season, so I wasn't too sad that they were kind of held off until the very end. They didn't really have a whole lot to do, because I think keeping that restrained and out of view for Theo and him believing that they could be lost or anything like that, and the desperation to get back to them, I think that was also kind of necessary. But at the same time, I was like, there's no way that they would just like kill them off screen or anything like that. But I love the visuals as always. They are great. The creation of Mordor and the naming of Mordor here. The blotting out of the skies from the smoke and the ash from the mountain, giving the orcs a land where they can roam free. This was a great episode. I think all in all, I think this is the most balanced the storylines have been. This is the most interesting the storylines have been. This is the one time where I enjoyed the time spent with every story that we were checking in on. And yeah. What's the finale going to be like, man? Do you think we'll actually meet or have Sauron revealed before we end the season? Maybe, or at best, maybe just a little nugget to tease us and leave us off on, cliffhang us with for season 2? Or you expect like a full-on reveal? I don't know. What are you guys feeling like? What do you think's going to happen in the next episode? Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Feel free to join us in our Discord. We can talk about it there as well. Links to that in all my social description box below. Follow me in each and every one of those. If you want to see the full-length reaction, check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, gets you access as well. And speaking of, before you go, I want to shout out our channel legends: Mandy Sheriff, Philly Vane, Yori Coruscant, Margaret Grace, Melita, Robert Anguiano, Raven McCann, Status Alive, Jeffrey Hale, and M. Sephiroth. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. That's it for this episode, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.